and this is episode 13 of Roddy Radio, a subsidiary of Roddy TV, and it's a podcast, audio only podcast. English is my second language, but people still wanted to hear us speak English. So that's why we started a podcast in English. And today I have another ESL person with me. Shit. Are you are an ESL person, aren't you?
I am, yes.
Shit. I like your glasses.
Thank you, thank you. Ya están viejos, pero it's okay. Todavía sirven.
How long have you had them?
Honestly, like 4 years now.
4 years.
Yeah.
That's about what I keep glasses for, sometimes even longer, depending on how poor I am.
Estamos igual.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it's not writing here. At least we're recording on the computer, which will sound like crap, but we got stuff to do. It's also, let's just go ahead and do it. Ya hice la introducción. Itzel.
Soy Itzel, espérate, Itzel.
Itzel.
No,
Itzel.
not Itzel. No.
When I first met you, I thought you were Jewish because I just read it and I'm like, that sounds like a very Jewish name. And turns out
You have known me forever now, though.
Yeah. But I knew you before I knew you.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Porque I was friends with your brother. And yo te hice la música para tu quinceañera, para el baile sorpresa.
Oh, that's right. You
Remember?
did do that, yeah.
That's why he was like, hey. I don't know how he knew that I had the capacity to do that. But he did. So he asked me to record or to mix. Shit, that just turned off abruptly. That's stupid. But anywho, that he just asked me to make a mix of. He had a bunch of songs, like 3, 4, 5 songs, whatever it was, to pa tu baile sorpresa, huh? And I remember empezaba con la cumbia, con la rumba cha cha cha, the brum bum 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 bum.
Yeah, I remember that song. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't remember what else was on. I think, some other pop shit. Estaba bueno. And anyway, so I was like, no sé que tenías hermana. I was like, is she pretty hot or what? And he was like,
no, you did not say that.
No, I asked him if you were hot. And he said he didn't know because he was your brother. But I think he just didn't know because he didn't want to be mean about it. Because then he proceeded to send me a picture of you. And you were not hot at all. I was like, oh, God. Se parece a ti.
I saw that message that you sent to
¿Te lo enseñó el chismoso o qué?
Estaba de chismosa and you're like, oh, she's fucking ugly. And I was like...
Wait, but did he show you or what?
No, I actually went into his on his phone.
Oh.
He left it there and I was like, let me see what I can find here.
You saw me call you ugly?
And I saw that you called me ugly, yeah. And I was like, who's this guy? Like,
Pero es que es la historia del patito feo, o sea. You were 15 years old, and now you've blossomed into a very attractive woman. ¿A poco no? But yeah, that's what I mean. I knew you before I actually knew you, so I knew who you were. I knew that you were unattractive to me. And it wasn't until years later que empezaste a trabajar. I don't think I even knew your name back, like when I just knew you were Osama's sister. Y tu hermano se llama Osama, like Bin Laden.
Yeah, that's how everybody knows me. Oh, you're Osama's sister. Yes, I am.
Does that bug you?
No,
or
it doesn't.
Did it bug you back in the day?
No.
You're good with that? Yeah, because I had that a lot growing up. It's like, oh, yes, eres hermano de Claudio, eres hermano de César. And be like, well, yeah, but I'm also other things.
Yeah, no, it never bothered me. No, nunca me... Yeah, no, it was whatever.
That's good. No, sí, pero ya cuando empezaste a trabajar ahí at Center Partners and I saw your name on the list and I was like, Itzel, maybe it must be some Jewish girl. And I was like, no, es Itzel. What is that? ¿Es como nombre, qué? ¿Es como azteca eso o qué pedo?
Es nombre maya.
¿Maya?
Sí.
It's a pretty name. Do you know what it means?
No, I don't. No sé. La verdad nunca lo he buscado.
No. Pero está bonito el nombre. And so it's not Itzel, it's Itzel. And...
Pero no me gusta mi nombre.
¿Por qué
nunca
no?
me ha gustado.
Really? Why?
Ya, te voy a contar una historia que nadie sabe que ahora todo el mundo va a saber.
A ver.
So my dad was married before, and he had 2 children with that one lady.
Mm-hmm.
Tuvo un niño y tuvo una niña. Y la niña le puso Itzel.
So you have a half sister que se llama igual que tú?
Pero espérate.
Okay, sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself.
La niña se murió.
Oh.
Entonces, pues ya, pasó a mejor vida y todo eso. Y ya cuando mi mamá quedó embarazada de mí, pues ya me pusieron, bueno, él me puso Itzel.
¿Pero
Entonces,
ella falleció antes de que tú nacieras?
sí, pues sí,
So
I don't know how old she would have been, pero ya hubiera estado más grande que yo.
okay. But yeah,
Mhm.
but there was never a chance of you guys, like, se murió de chiquita, like a baby or what?
Like baby, yeah. She
Okay.
was de meses.
And that's why you don't like it, because why do you feel like
Yeah,
like como que tienes un nombre de segunda?
exactly, yeah,
Like it's
like
a hand me down?
like no, no me gusta.
Yeah, I don't know how I would feel about that. Do you have a middle name?
I don't.
Oh, that's good. Me neither. Middle names
Oh,
are lame. Hasta es un
yeah,
enredo,
yeah,
but
no, nada más tengo uno y uno.
that's good. Y pero sí, empezamos a trabajar ahí. Remember when I used to massage your kidneys?
I remember that, yeah.
That was cool.
Mis lonjitas, yep.
Ya luego when I got fired, that's what I missed the most about you, was grabbing your kidneys.
Yeah, that was unexpected, I guess.
¿Y por qué empezó eso de los kidneys? I don't even know. I don't even remember.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
But
But
me agarraba la tonja.
it was good times. And then I got fired, and then shortly after that, you got fired. And you show up at my apartment and you're crying because you got fired. And I'm like, well, let's go. I'm about to go to work. I was working at the mall. And so we're like, let's go. We can go. I was like, go to the mall with me. You can like look for a job there. Y acababa de darle trabajo like 2 new employees. So I was like, you missed it. Like I could have hired you, but.
I know. And I think one of them, well, I don't know, because that's where Oscar used to work también, ¿no?
Yeah. I'd hired a kid named Matt. I wanted to hire Oscar, but I got pushed into hiring this other kid named Matt. But then I hired Oscar anyways. So we really only needed 1 employee, but I hired 2 because other people wanted 1 and I wanted my friend. And the other kid ended up being a terrible, shitty employee. So I'm like, I'm the one that chose right. Then I fired him. I had to fire him. And it was in fact because the owner was like, get rid of Matt. And I was like, okay. So I told Matt not to come into work. I told him he was fired. And then like, como el jueves was when I would post the new schedule. And I'm sitting in the back office and the schedule was like in the back room. And he walks back there. I'm looking at him from like down the hall. And he's looking at the schedule. And then he comes back and he's like, why? I just noticed I'm not on the schedule. Why am I? I'm like, I told you were fired. And he was like, oh, okay. And then he just left. And I was like, what the fuck? Have you ever fired anyone, Itzel?
No, never. I've never had to be in that position,
Es
thankfully.
bien chingón correr a la gente.
No, I don't think I could ever do that.
I have fired in my life. I've fired 3 people. But the
really?
3 people, it always felt good because they've always done, like, pa que yo te corra, it means you're doing, like, you're fucking out bad.
Shitty job.
Yeah, terrible. Shit. Pero sí, then, I don't know. I kind of lost, like, social media makes it to where you don't lose track of people, but you do and you don't. Like, you still talk every once in a while and stuff. But how long has it been since you moved to California?
I moved out here in July of 2022.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, so almost, like a year and a half, and I just recently knew. I thought you were still here.
No, well, I moved to, when was it? In 2021, I've moved over to Meridian. So I was over there for a little bit.
¿Dónde está eso?
Pues allá en Boise, Nampa.
Out that way?
Yeah, that way. So I moved over there and I was there for, I don't know, maybe like 8 months or 9. And then I moved to California.
Okay. You moved to California because it was your ex or what? With your husband? Did you guys get married?
No, we never got married.
I thought you guys got married for some reason.
No.
A white guy.
He's half white and half Mexican, but es como tercera generación, so ya no habla,
So he's white.
no habla español.
Yeah. Sí, hasta los que todavía estamos prietos and que no somos half, ya tan que no saben español según. Continuación así. Oh, see, I didn't know he was half Mexican.
Yeah,
And
he is. His mom is Mexican, pero ella tampoco no habla español.
wow. ¿Y tú a tus hijos sí les estás enseñando español o? Oh, yeah, that
Pues
tells me
a
everything.
veces, like sí les hablo y me contestan a veces, pero no, it's just, yeah, no.
That's so terrible.
A la que sí le hablo más es a la chiquita.
The white
Ella, sí-
one?
yeah, the white.
It's kind of
Yeah.
ironic, huh?
I don't know. Well, está chiquita and like, she picks up stuff like más.
How many kids you have? 7?
No manches, Rodrigo. I have three.
3, okay. Y los primeros dos con tu primer esposo.
Ajá.
So how
Con
is
ese sí
that?
me casé.
How's you? Con ese sí estás casada, huh?
No, no estoy casada, me casé. O sea, ya me divorcié, pues.
Sí, por eso
Es
digo,
más,
pero
you took a
estabas
picture of me,
casada.
remember? Yeah.
What was that?
I said, you remember you took a picture of me when I went to go,
Oh yeah,
when I
I
went to
was
go
at the
get,
courthouse. Well, I was at the courthouse probably
yeah.
because for whatever dumb reason. Yeah, and I saw you, and I was like, "What are you doing here?" You're like, "I finalized my divorce."
No, I was picking up
Oh, you were picking up the
paperwork.
divorce packet. That's what it was.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And
And
I
you're like, oh, let me take a picture of this to like, so you
commemorate
can.
it. Do you still have that picture somewhere? Did you ever post it anywhere or anything?
I never posted it, but I do have it.
You should post it. That picture was awesome. I try every time I go to the courthouse for whatever reason. I try to get someone to take my picture, but I hope I don't have to go to.
Grande.
I hope I don't have to go to the courthouse for a long time. But we've been there. Y luego, ¿cómo te fue en el divorcio?
Ay, pues ya sabes.
Malísimo.
Not malísimo, but like,
It's never what you expect, I guess.
yeah, it wasn't what I expected or what I wanted, and we were gonna do like everything mutually, por eso yo había ido, porque íbamos a llenar el papel nosotros, but then I got mad, and then he got mad, and then he ended up getting an attorney, so then I had to get an attorney, and yeah, valió
Jeez,
verga.
jeez. And so, how are things with him now? I'm asking, obvious for my obvious reasons, because I'm not
Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
to a spot with my ex-wife where we can like sit around and have a conversation. But we have had to talk about the girls a lot recently. So
It's all right. Like I really don't reach out to him unless it has to do with the kids. I don't talk to him at all, actually. Well, I'll text him if he needs something or see I have a question, I'll, text him obviously. But that's it. No tenemos, o sea, si no es de los niños, no hablamos.
you
Like,
don't.
and
There's no other conversations. You guys aren't like friends or anything.
yeah, no, we're definitely not friends. I try to not reach out to him, like I just, unless it's urgent or again, it's
Or
about the
you have to
kids.
plan something out with the kids. Yeah.
Yeah, but si es algo así como pequeño que no tiene caso que le pregunte, entonces no.
¿Sabes qué? Que me molesta a mí mucho.
¿Qué?
People, there's been a number of people que they're like, oh, you're gonna go back. You're gonna go back. You guys are gonna get back. I'm like, wasn't the first time. It wasn't a little fight. It built up over a long time. Y luego los que dicen, like, oh, you always go back to your ex, to at least to fool around. And I'm like, come on, man. Like, ni pa eso la quiero. And I'm sure she feels the same about me. So it's a little bit insulting, but it's also based on the fact that a lot of people do that, do go back and fool around. You never went back and fooled around with your ex, or you did?
No, heck no. Like so our divorce was finalized en el 21, creo, algo así.
Mm-hmm.
Like months after that. Pero este yo creo que ya le había pedido el divorcio antes.
If
Like I
we were
had
at the
asked for it.
courthouse, it had to been like before the pandemic, I think. If we were both at the courthouse at the same time.
I know, ay, ni me acuerdo, neta, pero o sea, ya se lo había pedido antes. I had asked for it and whatnot, but again, talking to my parents, and I don't know if you know this, but my mom was like super religious and like very much into church and like
So you're going to
siempre.
hell now because you got divorced. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to hell because nunca me casé por la iglesia.
Oh, well.
So, yeah.
There's
Ya
where you
estoy
fucked up. Hasta ya nos vemos.
ya nos vamos a ver. And so yeah, so I had I had talked to her about that and like it was always like, oh, like los niños, porque ya sabes cómo son los like Hispanic people, like stay in the marriage because of the kids.
Yeah.
And so I kind of just stayed in the marriage because of the kids.
But that's so
And
impossible. It feels like, when, al menos para mí, like a lot of pressure. Como una ampolla que casi truena, todos los días casi truena.
yeah,
And every day you think about leaving, and every day you think about getting a divorce. Every day you think about, but you never do it.
yeah. So it was more so like that for me too, just like because I had thought about it, but nunca se lo pedí. Después ya se lo pedí. And he was like, no, like, let's work on things, blah, blah, blah.
Did he
And like,
cry?
he didn't cry when I brought it up the first time. Um, and then la segunda vez, creo que se lo pedí fue in like 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went to Mexico, we went to Guatemala, and then we came back. And se lo pedí otra vez. Y ahí sí, sí lloró. Y el güey nunca me había comprado un, like bouquet de flores, jamás. Y I was still working at Meluca en la tienda. Y me envió un, like, big bouquet de flores,
Oh,
like, todo
wow.
arreglado, bien bonito. And I'm like, do you think, like, with this, you're gonna win me back? Like, no, like, ya no, aquí, o sea, ya no.
¿Sabes qué es lo triste? Que I think that works with a lot of people, a lot of women.
Yeah.
Probably, I would say maybe not the majority, but a lot of women would fall for that, and do fall for that kind of thing. So,
Yeah. So then after that, I was like, no, I'm done. I'm good. And
what'd you do with the flowers?
I think I left them at work, honestly. Like, no.
Just made it look nice at work.
Yeah. Because we had like the space, to put stuff around.
Para adornar. So, well, at least other
Entonces,
people enjoyed them, I'm sure.
yeah.
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 You
A
know,
mí
you got,
estaban bonitas, pero pues,
yeah.
¿qué?
Yeah, pero con eso te digo, a mí me cae gordo eso, because it's like, I don't know, our sex life wasn't that great anyway for the past couple of years, so it's like I would never go back and fool around.
Same, me neither. It wasn't, yeah. It wasn't the greatest either, so.
What's it been like for you since you've been single?
Um, well, it's an alright. Like, no, ¿para qué te digo que ha sido la mejor? Porque no, pues no.
But it's been a little bit
I mean,
more exploratory, or
yeah, it has.
right there fucking and sucking every weekend, or what?
Ay, tampoco no. No, tampoco, ¿qué crees que soy? No, así no. Bueno, ya después de que me divorcié y pasó todo eso, I did kind of start dating here and there. Y si salía. But Idaho Falls is like everybody knows each other over there. So it's like,
Yeah,
ya sabes quién anduvo con quién, quién se metió con quién. Like,
it's rough.
and yeah, I was like, no, like I don't want to do that. So I had to like explore outside of Idaho Falls.
How do you do that? I'm asking for a friend, which is me.
Honestly, I just I went on dating sites and I think I would just add like the distance because it has
Oh,
a
a little
distance
longer
how far
distance.
you can go. Yeah, and I think me tocaba de hecho así es como conocí a mi ex de ahorita,
Al half güero.
al halfuero, ajá, porque él estaba, so he's from here, he's from California, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he was doing his undergrad in Boise. And so I had matched with him on a dating app.
Okay.
So, yeah, y lo conocí.
How does that even start? What did he tell you first to, like, como para engancharte? Porque pues I've been on and off the stupid dating apps, and I'll match, once every handful of months, and it's like,
Uh-huh.
like, what the hell is the next step even?
I think well, first of all, I just questioned why he was on that dating app because, like, lo ves y parece, like, es güero, like, está
Oh,
todo güero.
era the dating app de The not güeros or what?
Yeah, it's a Hispanic dating app, the one I was on.
El de chispa.
Esa mera.
Hay un chingo de
Esa.
gabachos y gabachas ahí, ¿no?
Yeah. There's a lot of and there's a lot of Middle Eastern men too on there. Like if you go to other ¿qué fue? I went to Virginia for like a little trip that I had. And so like la abrí allá y también me salieron muchos hispanos, pero like a lot of Middle Eastern men too.
Do you like those
Uh,
Middle Eastern people or what? Because those guys are
um,
crazy about Mexicanas y Latinos, pues.
yeah, I mean, hay algunos que están bien, otros que no tan bien. Como, like,
¿Qué es tu tipo, pues? You're kind of all over the place porque tus dos con los que has tenido hijos, tus dos, bueno, no quiero decir baby daddy porque a mí me caga ese término,
I know, me too. Yeah.
pero por falta de mejor término, tus dos esos, like, they're two completely different people in looks, I think, in upbringing and
They are,
everything.
yeah.
So,
Yeah. Like my ex-husband is como, I don't know. I don't even know cuál sería su estilo de él, pero
he looks kind of nerdy, like not in a bad way, but he looks kind of nerdy.
yeah, that's true. He does.
Como medio
And
flaquito,
then,
y pues,
yeah,
así guatemalillo, you know, a little darker.
es de Guatemala.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense then. Y este
Yeah.
otro güey parece que se la pasa viendo la NFL y like doing shit like that. He looks very white.
He does look very white. Está alto, barbón. I think I like that. Alto, barbón, pero
But if you like that, why'd you marry the Guatemalan nerd?
what?
Pues tu esposo. ¿Por qué te casaste con tu esposo si te gustan altos y gabachos barbones?
Pero es que eso no lo sabía antes.
Oh, that's the thing. You got married too young. And I think that's a big
I
mistake
did.
everybody
Yeah.
does. Before you even know what your real type is or what you really like and want in life, ya se casaron. Ya ni modo.
Yeah. I did get married super young.
Jeez, how old were you?
I was 20. 20. Yeah, 20.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I hadn't realized you were married, so yeah, that's insane to me. Si yo que tenía 28 cuando me junté, and I got married when I was like 30 something. It's like,
How old are you right now?
I'm about to turn 37.
¿A poco estás tan viejo?
Yep.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
So you're older than my brother?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit older, like a year or two older.
So how'd you guys meet? If
Let's center partners.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Center Partners. We all met at Center Partners.
We were
That's
work friends. Everybody met there, yeah. Y pero sí, I'm about to turn 37. That means that this is the first presidential election year that I'm old enough to run for president. So I'm running for president. The past 8 years, everybody's been complaining about the president being old white men. Yo no estoy ni old, and I'm not white. So I'm giving you guys an option. And I want you guys to prove me wrong, because I don't believe in democracy. But here's your chance. Vote for me this November.
Va, yo voto por ti.
Just write me in. But anywho, that's my little platform there. But okay. So you meet on a dating app. Pero te digo, what's the step there? Like, what did he tell you that was like, okay, I'm going to start talking to this dude?
La verdad ni me acuerdo. I don't even remember how the conversation started, honestly. It's been a while, Rodrigo. Pero no, he just reached out to me and he's like, hi, how are you? Y me preguntó cómo se decía mi nombre, and then he kind of just like spelled it out, I guess, in a way.
That's a good way. I'm going to look for girls with weird names. So I can be like, hey, how do you say that?
Yeah. Y cuando lo leí, ya dije, oh, yeah, like, yeah, that's how you say it, yeah. Entonces ya empezamos a hablar. Yeah, and then I actually was going, because él vivía in Boise, so I was going to Boise to to hang out with my brother, because I have a brother that lives up there. And so he was like, hey, like, do you want to hang out? And I was like, yeah, sure, let's hang out. Y ya, me fui para allá y like that weekend I hung out yo super loca, okay? Because I met him on well, not met him, but I started talking to him on January like 12th, 2021. Y el fin de semana ese ya, like, lo estaba conociendo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was fast.
Man, I wish this, sometimes I wish this wasn't just audio, porque la cara que estás haciendo, it's like, oh, wow.
Ya, pues ya, entonces empezamos a hablar más, and then we exchanged numbers, and then, yeah, we kept talking.
How long before you guys got it on the first time?
¿Te digo o no te digo?
This is all research for me because I haven't been single in over a decade. Yeah, it was about 9 years of not being single. So it's like, I don't know how the dating, and even before that, when I was single, I wasn't necessarily dating, pero pues caían más. Ahorita está difícil de que caigan. So I'm like, now I have to learn how to play this game that I've never played before in my life. So it's like, que la primera vez que se conocieron, luego, boom, boom.
Algo así.
Really?
Ay, Rodrigo, you put me on the spot.
Was it pretty straightforward, or did you guys get like way freaky right away?
No, it was pretty straightforward.
Just in and out.
In and out quick. I mean, I was with my ex for such a long time that was the only person I was with.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
ever? Like your husband was like your first and only?
no.
Okay,
No.
I thought that's what you meant. I was like, wow, I didn't know that.
No, like when I mean,
but that whole
duramos-
time, yeah, it's not like you ever cheated on him.
yeah,
Or anything.
yeah.
I see,
I was
yeah,
married for
okay.
like 7 years, but together we were almost like 10 years. And so for almost 10 years, he was the only guy that I was with.
Yeah.
And yeah, and so I was just like, you know what, fuck it, like, ¿a quién voy a desquitar? And so yeah.
How'd it go? Did you no regrets on that first time? Where you're like, hell yeah.
Yeah, no regrets. Just it's pretty.
Did it feel
Pretty
good to
good.
have something different?
Huh?
Did it feel good to have something different for once? To have a
Yeah, I
different
did
meal?
actually. I was just like, okay, there's
Hay
different things.
diferentes sabores. It's like Baskin Robbins. We got the 31 flavors and shit.
Yeah. Bueno, después de mi divorcio, sí te voy a decir que bueno, sí te había comentado, ¿no? Que había salido aquí y allá y todo eso. But con él, pues ya.
You had a little hoe phase.
¿Mandé?
You had a little hoe phase.
If you want to call it that.
Well, it's not that I want to. It's just that I'm asking.
I had a little face, yes, because I was like, hey, I was married for such a long time and I
Yeah.
was with this guy for such a long time. Let me go and
¿Tú qué opinas of like there's couples like swinger couples or like cuckolds and stuff like that, where I mean you've been in that long relationship, decade-long relationship where maybe you do want to try something else. Like, ¿tú qué opinas? What's your opinion on like people consenting of their significant other being able to explore with other people?
yo creo que as long as the other person agrees to it, I don't think there's an issue. But see, if you're gonna agree to it and then you're gonna get mad,
And get all
then
jealous
what-
afterwards. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and then
So-
the argument I hear against it a lot is people saying that means que no se quieren. That means they don't actually love each other.
I feel like that's more so like las generaciones ya más grandes.
Yeah, because right
Like,
now
they're
I
not
think like
open-minded
if you can
still.
agree to it, there can still be the love. But if one of you doesn't agree, then it's not going to work, and you shouldn't do it. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah. I mean, would you ever be in a relationship like that?
I don't know, because like, I mean, I guess it would be hard. I feel like, I mean, depende de la persona.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you have to trust have a lot of trust for your partner and whatnot, but quién sabe. ¿Para qué te digo que sí, sí, no? Would you do it? If you
I think I would if you could come to that level of. It would have to be after a long, long time of being able to build that trust. O sea, it's not like second date and we already want to fuck other people.
Yeah.
Pero pues si ya pasó muchísimos años and you're both kind of feeling like it's mundane, why not give it a try at least, If you don't like it, then pues lo dejas y ya.
Pues sí.
Yeah, it's like anything. The only the only thing that's not that you can't do that with is meth, because they say if you try meth once, you get addicted. But
No, pues eso sí.
eso es lo que dicen. Have you ever done any drugs?
Mm, the only thing that I've ever done is weed when I was in high school.
Yeah,
That's it.
and that's not really. I mean, it's not a drug,
I mean,
but
pero I mean that's the only thing that I ever.
you did that in high school.
Yeah, well, I had a boyfriend in high school. I had a boyfriend.
¿Y eso que estabas
Este,
feita en high school?
ya ves, tenía pegue,
Yeah.
tenía
Pero
mi pegue,
es que para
entonces.
una mujer fea, I don't mean you, I mean just in general, una mujer fea, si quiere salir a conseguir novio, a coger, a lo que sea, she can.
Ujú.
Para un hombre feo, se nos pone bien
Este,
difícil la cosa, ya.
sí, sí, sí. No, pues con razón no has cogido.
Yeah, I've been celibate for over a year, dude.
No, pues ya,
Mi mano está toda peluda ya.
Ujú. Pero bueno, sí, during high school, a couple of times with. I hope my mom's not listening to. I hope this never gets to my mom,
Yeah.
porque se va a enterar de unas cosas. Um,
I think she just joined the live over here.
yeah, she did. But
Is she
yeah,
on
during high
Instagram?
school, a couple times. Okay.
Is she on Instagram, your mom?
No, she's not.
Oh, okay.
But I have, obviously my siblings,
Yeah.
some, and family members. Yeah.
Pero sí, no, bueno, pero pues mucha gente lo trata en high school y ya, try it y ya.
Um,
Y the first time I ever tried it, I was 33, 32, 33. So
what?
that's when I finally felt responsible enough to even try it.
Yeah, like lo intenté varias veces, pero
¿Te gustó o
no,
no te gustó?
no me gustó. I didn't like like after, or at least for me, like, me daba obviously mucho sueño and just like
Yeah.
it wasn't for me. So,
Yeah, I do very rare and far between por lo mismo. Like, porque a veces, like, I end up just sleeping. I'm like, I don't have trouble sleeping, so if I want to sleep, I'll sleep. I don't need additional
mhm.
help, so I don't know. Pero sí, con eso, siguiendo con ese tema with like the swinger couples and all that stuff. Did you guys ever explore any like fetishes and shit?
Not really, no. Bueno, con el primero jamás. Cause él hasta hablar de sexo, like after, um, it was like a no-no. Like it was
Really?
just like get to it, y ya, cada quien.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was I feel like I had a very like boring sex life with him. I'm not gonna lie.
He's kind of prudish, which is fine, but he would need a woman who's just as prudish,
Yeah.
right? And I don't know. Well, I don't know, but are you a little bit more adventurous than that then?
I feel like I have become more so. With obviously with my ex, I did
What'd you guys do?
a little bit more. But me pones en el
Yeah,
spot.
you said you were down.
Yeah, I know, pero primero habla.
I don't know. Well, there's a lot of fetishes out there. Did you guys ever do like the foot stuff and shit? I used to get foot jobs from my ex-girlfriend, like
Oh
long time
no,
ago
I don't
girlfriend.
like. No, no, no. Feet are not like that's not my thing. Like,
I don't have like a foot fetish, but like sucking her toes and having her jack me off with her feet. Fuck,
oh,
that was badass.
really? No, I've
And
never
she
done
liked it.
that.
She got all into it. So
Really?
yeah. Lo que sí no me hubiera gustado fuera que like for her to like suck my toes, because that's gross. Pero pues los
That
de
is
ella,
gross, but
they
hay
were
mujeres que
cute.
lo
They were
hacen.
tan pintaditos. Yeah, some people are like do like that. But I mean,
Yeah,
her
yeah,
toes were pretty and all that good stuff. So
all that good stuff. I don't know, like a ver que, pues choking.
you would choke them.
Did I choke him? Yes, I have before.
You like that
Did.
shit?
Yeah,
Nice.
I did. Y pues él igual a mí también. Um,
Con las
¿Qué más?
manos or like with a belt and shit.
Ay, no, tampoco mames.
The
Con
rope.
las manos. Me voy a morir ahí. Headline, Itzel
You
se
just
murió because she's
la,
getting choked.
la encontraron encuerada ahí. Ah, Jesus.
I know. Oh
That's
my God,
terrible.
you crack me up. You know what I've never like got into was like the dirty the dirty talk. Like I just cannot.
You're not a verbal person like that?
Yeah, no, like no puedo. No me sale.
Really? And what if the guy's doing it? Like, you just stay quiet? Does it bother you? Like, if a guy's like, whose pussy is this? Whose fucking pussy is this? You know how they do that? How guys do that? I only know that because I'm guilty as charged sometimes.
Yeah.
You say some stupid fucking
No, it
shit, you know?
doesn't bother me,
En el
but I
momento del
just
calor, you don't think, and you sound stupid as hell afterwards if you think about it. But you're like, yeah, tell me, ¿de quién es esto? And then you're like, what the hell? Did you
oh
ever
my God.
have you ever gotten that? ¿De quién es esta? Blah blah blah. You know,
No, I haven't. Not that, no
not
tan
that
así.
particular.
No tan así, pero sí, like, at least, bueno, mi ex, ¿verdad?
Yeah,
Este, sí ha dicho cosas, pero sí, yo jamás, I've never gotten, like, for me to say something, it's, no,
but like
I
when he
can't.
would say something like that, whatever it was, you know, what would you? What was your
Stay
response?
quiet.
You would just stay quiet, like nothing. Y hay mujeres que no les gusta. There's some women that don't like their man to moan, or some men actually that don't like to moan, or they hold in their moans and their grunts and shit.
Like, I moan, yeah, that's all I mean, that's what I do, but
Yeah, but what about your man moaning and shit? Do you
yeah,
like
that's
that,
fine.
or is that neither
No,
here or there?
no, I mean, que lo haga, está bien. Solamente que no suene así.
Then I don't think you and I would be compatible because that's how I sound. I'm like,
Oh my God, Rodrigo. Yeah, no.
it comes from deep down in my throat, like.
Yeah, no, we would not be compatible. I'd be
Yeah,
like,
get the fuck off me.
oh my gosh.
Man. Well, what did have you ever done any like role play? That's a big thing.
Tampoco, I have not done that yet.
Yet. But
Yet.
but it's because that is something that would like interest you? Is that why you're saying yet?
See, yeah, it would, yes, it does actually. But,
What would you want to play as?
pues, lo típico.
Like schoolgirl and teacher, doctor and patient, shit like that?
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Es el
Priest
que
and
quiere decir.
priest and nun.
No, I would never do, I don't think I would ever do a priest and nun just because, like,
'Cause you're gonna start thinking about your mom or something.
yeah, like my mom would like literally come to my mind. Ay, Itzel, no hagas eso, just so definitely not a priest or a nun. Like that's not my thing.
Or a nun and a rabbi. That'd be even better.
No, nada que tenga que ver con religión. Like that's just yeah.
No Jesus and Mary Magdalene or anything.
Yeah, no, none of that. None of that, no way.
But you haven't done it. But you haven't. But that's something you've thought about. Have you ever brought it up with anybody?
I have not. No. No,
Sometimes all you got to do is ask. I think. Like I don't think any guys gonna. I don't know. Some guys are dumb like that too, though.
most of the guys
I
are
think,
dumb.
yeah, es que I think like everybody's gonna be like super open, but then I talk to different girls and shit, and they're like, no, my husband doesn't like this. I knew a girl who said her boyfriend didn't like blowjobs. I'm like, who the fuck? I was like,
Who doesn't like a blowjob?
yeah, I didn't know a guy existed that didn't like a blowjob. I'm like, that's like my favorite thing. But I don't know. But I guess they exist out there. So I guess there's probably a guy out there that you might be like, hey, you want to do some role play shit? And they'd be like, no.
No, yeah. No, I never asked my ex, and he never asked either. So We just didn't ask each other.
That's see, it's communication that is needed sometimes.
Yeah, 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 it is.
What
Me
about
para el siguiente.
yeah, el que sigue, que se comuniquen con Itzel ahorita. Este, are you taking applications right now or not?
Um, Honestly, no. I have this breakup that I had with my ex was really hard for me.
Was it harder? Was it harder for you than your husband than the divorce?
It was, yes.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy. A lot less time, a lot less commitment into it.
Yeah, it
You just had
took
more feelings for him, or what?
yo creo que con my ex-husband after like pasaron los años en esos sentimientos fueron cambiando y fueron just
I
se
get that.
fueron yendo.
I get that.
And then with him no pasó como he broke up with me in June. Este y a las semanas él ya estaba hablando con alguien.
Oh wow.
So yeah, it was really hard. It was super hard for me to like este to move on.
Do you feel like you've moved on
Uh
right now or not?
yes, definitely. I moved on. I de hecho he wants to get back with me.
Oh wow.
And he has asked me multiple times, but no, I've been enjoying my single life right now and just like, you know,
If
taking
he would
care
have
of
asked
myself and
you,
doing my own thing.
if he would have asked you, shortly after, you would have been all for it. All for getting back
If he
together.
would have asked me shortly after, yeah, if he would have asked me shortly after, I would have been all for it. But also, after the breakup, and te digo, I was having a really rough time. I started going to therapy,
Oh wow.
and so that really helped me out a lot, just to see like the person that he really was, and the way that he is. And so,
You know
yeah,
what I wonder
that
about
really.
therapy? Así como you're telling me they helped you see who he was and who you are, does that mean if he goes to therapy, they're going to show him who you really were? Like, are they really
Yo,
showing you the true picture? Or are they showing you like, what's optimal for your brain and for your feelings?
I think it was more so, las cosas que él hacía. Era un poco, bueno, es narcisista, este, y manipulador, for sure. Entonces, after talking, to my therapist and like, she would explain those things to me a lot better. Because obviously I've heard of those words, but I never really thought that he could be like that. Obviously, like
And it gets
he did a
thrown
lot of
around a
things.
lot right now. Like, narcissist gets thrown around a lot. Like, someone just does something a little bit selfish, one thing, and
Mhm.
everybody's like, he's a fucking narcissist or she's a narcissist.
Yeah,
But then
yeah,
there's
yeah,
people that really truly are that like can ruin lives with that shit.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. Entonces, like te digo, I had heard of the words and stuff, but I never really paid attention much to them. Hasta que obviously I started talking to my therapist and like, I would tell her what I go with her on Fridays. So then like she'll ask me about my week. Oh, what'd you do today? Entonces ya le digo lo que hice, lo que no hice, cómo me contestó él, lo que yo hice o cómo le contesté yo a él. Um, and so yeah, so she obviously me dijo de eso and then she just kind of explained it better to me and yeah, for sure es te digo un poco narcisista y un poco manipulador, but overall he's a great dad. um,
And those are two
our
very different.
relationship didn't work out,
Those are two
but
very different things. Es lo que yo
yeah,
digo también.
yeah, yeah,
O sea, yo tampoco soy un santo. Like I would, like
yeah,
I've never claimed to have been a good husband, and I don't think I am. And pero pues para padre, I feel like I'm a good dad. So, you know,
yeah, yeah,
those are
yeah,
two
yeah,
very
yeah.
different things, and sometimes we have to separate that kind of stuff. I mean, but
Yeah, yeah, no, no, for sure. Yeah. And te digo, like, our relationship didn't work out, and that's fine. Te digo, I moved past it. Like, I still talk to him. You were talking about like being friends with your exes.
mhm.
Um, I do. I talk to him. I talk to him more than I talk to my ex-husband.
Wow.
Obviously, we live pretty close by each other. Vivimos como a la vuelta.
Oh, okay.
And so I see him every morning when I drop off Emilia. And then on weekends, when I have her, like he'll come over sometimes, and we do hang out and we do talk a lot more
Is it a
than,
lot easier to co-parent like that? I bet too.
yeah. Pero también a veces es difícil, or at least for me right now, because he does want to get back with me, and and he's actively trying
So he's
to,
hanging out with you, and you just want to hang out, and he's still kind of like low key
yeah,
trying to
yeah,
be
yeah,
romantic and shit, or what?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So like I told you earlier, que like a las semanas he was already talking to someone,
Mm-hmm.
and so pasó muy rápido todo eso. Bueno, para mí fue despacio because obviously like I still wasn't over the relationship and I still wanted to be with him. But for him, it was just like, okay, I'm done with you and like move on. Like I'm done, like this relationship is done. It's ya no somos nada.
Yeah.
Um, and then he obviously like, salía con ella. Like when we moved over here, we never really like went on a date or anything. And so él salía con ella, like la sacaba, la llevaba a pasear, blah, blah, blah. And so obviously, me enteré de eso because él me dijo, y ya después la conocí a ella y pues igual también me enteré de muchas cosas. Entonces ahora ya él me dice, well, like, let me do everything that I could have done. And it's like, well, yes, it's late, ya es tarde, ya no, like, yo no quiero eso ya, like, ¿para qué? You know? And so, but yeah, low key, he does try sometimes. Just a simple act as getting me coffee in the morning. Antes no lo hacía. Ahora, desde que ya no estamos juntos, and that he's been trying to actively get back together, me trae.
Just nice little detallitos así.
Ajá, like little detallitos así, like el otro día I had a hangover, y me trajo
Oh yeah, yeah,
pastillas.
yeah. Because I was texting you that day. Was it that
Yeah,
one?
yeah, yeah,
And you're like, ando bien cruda, and he brought me my coffee and what some Advil or some shit.
ya, ya, me trajo unas pastillas y me trajo coffee, me trajo un sandwich. And I'm like, oh, thank you, like, lo aprecio, o sea, lo aprecio porque sí lo aprecio y estoy agradecida that he still
But that's
does
that. It
things like
doesn't
para
mean
us.
it doesn't budge you in the
Pero,
direction of like trying it again or anything.
ajá, ya, pero ya ese aprecio es más como que gracias, amigo, en vez de gracias,
Mm-hmm.
puede ser algo
Gracias,
más.
mi amor. Gracias, mi vida.
Ajá, ya,
Oh,
ya, ya,
jeez.
ya. So,
Oh, well,
soy mala para el amor, I guess. Not, maybe it's not for
nah,
me.
it's not that. No es que seas mala, es que no existe. Nadie
Yeah,
somos
well,
buenos ni malos al amor, nada más es que no existe. That's, you know, I think that deserves a.
Exactamente, exactamente.
yeah, exactamente. Yep.
No, pero sí, going back to that because as we all know, sex sells. We're talking about fetishes. What's something that you would absolutely not like? There's some that you would probably at least try if your guy wanted to, but like, what's something that you would absolutely not?
Yo creo que sería humillación.
Okay.
Ujú, así como que no, o sea, esas cosas no me gustan, porque soy una princesa, ¿eh?
Yeah. Obvio, pero what do you like? What kind is done to women like that?
What kind of what?
What kind of humiliation is done to women in a fetish way? And this is an honest question. I've never even thought of it in that way. I know of a lot, the other way, where a woman humiliates a man, and the man is into that. But I've actually never really thought about it. Like, what type of humiliation is it towards a woman that would be a fetish?
Pues cuando, por ejemplo, les dicen que son, este, putas y, like, esas, o sea, las palabras that they
Like
use.
cum dumpster and that shit?
Yeah, 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 that.
Cockholster, all that
Más
stuff.
bien dicho, like, palabras que usan para
Oh, okay.
humillarlas.
Does that shit turn you off? Like, if someone was banging you out there, you're like, who's my little cum dumpster? You'd be like,
Yeah, like, okay, gracias, ya me voy.
shit. Like,
¿Te gusta eso o qué?
I like, I've been into like some sort of, different forms of humiliation and stuff, as long as it doesn't really leave the el ámbito de lo sexual, I'm like fine with it. Like as long as you're not out in the street calling me anything humiliating is fine. But in the confines of the bedroom, why not? There's a lot of types for guys. You know what I mean?
A ver, ¿qué te gusta?
¿Eh?
¿Qué te gusta?
Pues de muchos.
Habla, pues.
No, yeah. I mean, I like a lot of stuff. Like with previous partners I've had to where like they do like the rough hand job, and they like talk shit like te dicen que nah, que pinche chingadera and no sé qué, like they talk shit about your wiener while they're jacking you off really roughly. That shit gets me going pretty good, stuff like that. Oh, yo no quiero que en la calle me digan, hey, tu pinche pito chico, but like we're in the bedroom, she's getting all rough with my dick and calling it a little dick and spitting on it and shit. Like, fuck, that shit's hot to me. You ever do anything like that?
No, never. Have you ever, ¿le has escupido a la chava?
No, I haven't.
No. Or también están esos que, like, what are they called? Rainbow showers, right?
What's
Donde
that?
donde se mean en
Oh,
ellas o algo así. No,
golden showers. Yeah, that stuff.
ya, algo así.
That's
Yeah.
gross to me. Y la caca peor, but but no. Would you ever let a guy pee on you?
No, heck no.
Would you ever pee on a guy if he asked you to?
No, 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 no.
So you would never shit on a guy, tampoco.
No, tampoco. No, no. No, 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 no.
I had
No,
a
eso
friend.
no.
I had a friend a long time ago, actually, at the store we were just talking about, and she was telling me because she was going down on a guy once, and she told him to like, tell me when you're about to blow, and he didn't, so we cummed in her mouth, and so she's like, I didn't freak out and get mad, I just kept it in my mouth and went up to kiss him and just dumped it all in his mouth, and he was all mad about it. But that's called snowballing. A lot of guys are actually into that, but I mean that guy wasn't. He was pissed. But like if a guy asked you to snowball him, would you do it?
No.
No?
No, es que esas cosas. No.
Why? Because you start thinking about Jesus and stuff, or what?
Tampoco. No voy a la iglesia, ya.
Oh, okay. Are you atheist?
No, no. Like, no diría que sí ni que no. O sea, creo en algo, I guess, creo en Dios, pero no,
But you think he's doing a bad job?
sí, porque pues ahorita como que no me ha ayudado, ¿eh? No es cierto.
No, hombre, no. Yo gracias a Dios soy ateo, so I think
¿Sí?
you should join us.
Pues a lo mejor y sí, ¿eh? Porque pues ya ves que dicen que God gives his, ¿cómo va ese dicho? Que les da las batallas duras a sus
To
soldados más
strongest warriors?
fuertes.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
Yeah, I'm just like, well, God, like,
Like, who do you think
stop.
I am? I'm not fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm not that strong. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, que es una tras otra,
Yeah.
and it's, yeah, no, it's
Pero
like, calm down.
Dios aprieta, pero no ahorca. And you're like, and you're like, but I like choking.
But I do like that.
You're like, choke me, daddy. He's like, no, aprieto, pero no ahorco. Oh, man. How do you even discover that you like that?
The choking?
Yeah.
How did I discover it?
Yeah.
I think I had I don't think so. I know so.
I catch myself with that a lot when I'm podcasting. It's like, well, I think it's this. And I'm like, why am I saying I think? Like, I know the facts of the matter are these that follow. A ver, what is it you know for sure?
So after my marriage, I was obviously going out and, just having fun.
Having your fun time. We won't call it what we called it before. It was your fun phase.
Yes, exactly. And so I estuve con un chavo. No voy a decir su nombre porque aquí todo.
Yeah, obviously.
todo el mundo se conoce. But yeah, he was the first one, and I was like, oh, okay, this is different. I like
Did it
this.
freak you out like at first? You're like, what the fuck are you doing for like a split second? Or
Yeah, because like a mí no me gusta que me toquen mi cuello. Like I know para nada. Like not even playing around, nothing. I hate that. But obviously in the heat of the moment, he did. And I was kind of like, at first I was weirded out, pero yeah, this, but obviously he kept going. Yeah, and I was like, oh,
like,
nice.
not
This,
bad, not bad. And
yeah,
that's why I asked, because I've done that too. And that for that first split second, the first time you do it to someone, their face, su cara, just like me va a matar ese güey, qué pedo. But just for like a flash, like un segundito. And then it's like, oh, okay, I get it. It's cool. So
yeah. Eso, or like cuando te jalan el pelo,
yeah.
just.
Do you scratch your nails on your man's back?
Um, no, no, I don't. Bueno, yo no tengo man, eh? I don't have a man.
No,
So,
I mean like when you're having intercourse with a man.
yeah. A veces depende de qué tan extrema es la cosa.
Yeah. What about with and that's why I was saying man, but I know, but are you open to like fooling around with women or what?
I don't think that's my thing.
So you're not saying no, but you're just saying
I'm not saying no because I've never tried it.
you're not saying no, you're just saying I'm not gay, but never say never.
Never say never, yeah. Because like, what if I try and I like it,
Yeah.
But I've never tried it.
And it wouldn't make you gay, honestly. I mean.
Yeah. So.
What about the big one that gets asked a lot, I think, is ass eating. You into ass eating?
Like me do it to the guy?
Either way, do you like your ass ate?
Let me see who's on. I see Oscar.
There's no one on the live right now, actually. ¿Sabes qué? We'll let you kind of simmer for a little bit, and let me tell you, I was on. I've been trying to get this live thing going to get a little bit more participation. Y a veces se sube gente, a veces no, and like a lot of people don't stick around. But right before you came on, while I was waiting for you, I was watching Gran Silencio was on a live, and I was like, oh, cool. Sí,
Like grabando?
Yeah, huh? And so
Okay.
they're like practicing for a show, and so they were live practicing playing music. Y pues ahí lo estaba viendo yo, and there was only like 28 people watching. So I'm like, si estos güeyes que son famosos en todo el mundo can only get 28 people, like I don't feel too bad about hardly getting any. With that being said, do you like a tongue on your anus?
With that being said, I do, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
How do you discover that? I mean, just someone starts doing it. What's the first reaction when the first time you feel a tongue on your anus?
So actually my first, so with my ex, I feel like mis últimas experiencias
Like
han sido con.
las más fuertecitas, like the more adventurous stuff.
Yeah. So obviously we started dating, and so he brought that up, and obviously me being la santa que era, le dije, no way, like never doing that.
Yeah.
And I remember I was working at ¿cómo se llama ese lugar? The beef jerky place. I was a
Golden Valley?
receptionist. Golden Valley.
You work there too?
Yeah, I did after Melaleuca. I was
Oh, that's
working there.
crazy.
Estaba en el.
I worked there for a little bit too.
Really?
Yeah.
But yeah, I was working there. I
fucking hated it.
was the receptionist for a little bit. And I had a coworker, a friend, and I was like, hey, like, and my boyfriend, he wants to try this. Like, isn't that gross? Y me dijo, no, you should try it. It feels really good, que no sé qué. Y así como que, bueno, está bien, like, I'll give it a try.
That's
Que
crazy
pierde.
how, like, cómo tomamos en cuenta a veces las opiniones, aunque no quieramos. But that's what you
Yeah.
just told me. What that tells me is that you were curious to at least give it a shot, but you
Yeah.
wanted to kind of see, like, what would, if someone's found out, what would they say? And they're like, oh, yeah, it's good. So,
Yeah. So no, she was like super open, and she's like, yeah, you should try it, give it a try, like nada pierdes. Sí, nada pierdo. So, Entonces, yeah, so then we kind of talked about it and yeah, we explored that and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
good.
Did anal sex follow or not?
No, it did not because I was not ready for that.
Okay. But
But it
then
did follow after.
eventually, that was kind
Eventually.
of the opening, the gateway to that.
Exactly,
And that
yeah.
is something that you enjoy.
I mean, pues dolió.
Dolió bien rico.
Pues sí, o sea, sí, sí, como dices, ¿no? Dolió
Yeah.
bien.
No, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that happens. It's like the thing I was telling you, that the rough hand jobs, that gets painful at times, pero duele bien rico.
No, pues sí.
Yeah.
Y pues sí, entonces ya después, semanas, días, no sé, lo intentamos and with a lot of lube though, because
Yeah.
that shit is painful.
Yeah.
Ya, pues, pero, obviously you have to keep in mind that de ese hoyito, pues, salen otras cosas.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be expecting not to get a little bit of rust on the pole.
Exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, and so he was pretty open about it, and I was like, okay, sure, let's try it, and yeah. So,
Yeah. One time with a girl, we were doing it doggy style, and I stuck my thumb in, and I pulled it, and then when I pulled it out, like my fingernail looked a little rusty, and I was like, and it was dark. We were in the dark, so I wasn't sure if I was seeing it right. So instead of like, I'm like, well, there's a good test to know if it's what I think it is, and so I kind of put it closer to my nose, and I'm like, whew, it is.
yeah.
Pero no le dije
So-
a ella. I didn't tell her. I didn't want to be like, oh, you got shit in my
Oh
finger.
no,
You
because
don't want to
then,
be.
¿tú para qué metes el dedo?
I kept it, and then cuando hubo chance, I went to the restroom, washed my hand really good. So
Yeah.
it's no big deal.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, lube, a lot of lube. If anybody is going to be taking those backdoor adventures, you have to do that. And the first time that I was doing out with a girlfriend, so the first time we did use a lot of lube, pero nomás así, like, and it hurt her a lot. So then, like, we actually like did our research and it's like, oh, okay, let's start like a finger, 2 fingers. Then we bought like a little vibrator that was a little bit thinner than what I'm packing, And then once she was used to that, that's when I would throw mine in. You know what I mean?
No, no. Yo no tuve tanta práctica. Mine was like,
we were gradual. We were gradual and sensual. Like we had fun with it. Like it was like a couple hours of just slow and incredible for her, and it was fun. It was a good time.
yeah, good times. Yeah. I mean, I did have a lot of good times with my ex,
Yeah.
like,
No wonder he misses you.
I, no mames, no, no, no.
Yes. So what about the other way around then? Did you ever eat his ass? I think this. If it was a no, you would have said no by now.
Después de unos tragos,
You have to get some bravery in you.
yeah, exactly. Pero solamente fue una vez.
¿A qué sabe? I feel like there's a story behind this. I want to hear this.
No, there's no story. It was just like not. I mean, obviously I was going down on him. Entonces, pues de poquito a poquito le fui bajando y pues llegué a
Llegaste ahí.
donde no quería llegar.
But you were there.
But I was there, so I was like, might as well just open it, But yeah, it was just the one time and I never did it again. I was just like, nope.
Was it mostly because you were pretty drunk then? You
I
say you
wasn't,
had a
like,
few drinks. Were
super
you
drunk,
super
but
drunk
I
or were you a
had-
little bit faded?
Yeah, I had a few drinks. So eso sí como que ayudó más a llegar más abajo.
Yeah. Pero eso sí, ¿a qué
si no
sabe?
hubiera
De veras?
tomado,
Like,
like,
what's the
con,
flavor on a guy? I wonder if it's different. I assume it's different because we're such different pH balances, such different sweat, different everything.
Yeah.
And when it comes to
And it was
ass,
after a long night.
oh yeah, it's not like it wasn't like right after a deep clean shower with a toilet brush in his ass or
No.
anything. Oh yeah, no, did you get a
It
surprise?
wasn't. So it just.
Did you get it? ¿No salió kinder
Huh?
sorpresa?
No, I didn't.
Nothing like that.
No. No, nothing like that.
And
No,
he enjoyed it?
unfortunately. Que bueno, gracias a Dios. He did. He liked it.
Did he ever ask for it again?
Yeah, he did ask for it again and multiple times after, pero yo le dije que no, gracias. It was a one time and done y ya nomás.
Oh man, that's terrible. Nomás lo dejaste picado, güey.
I know, yeah. ¿A ti? ¿A ti te han hecho eso?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
¿Sí?
way back when, with an ex-girlfriend, yeah.
¿Y si te gustó?
Oh yeah, it feels good, man. O sea, piénsalo, like, why wouldn't it feel good?
No sé.
La misma razón que te da dolor ahí, the same reason that you get that pain there, so many nerve endings and stuff, why would a warm, soft, squishy thing not feel good on it?
Squishy.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't that make sense?
It makes perfect sense, yes.
Yeah. So, yeah. Did you guys ever use Did you guys ever use sex toys and shit?
Yeah, so después de mi divorcio, te digo, después de mi divorcio fue cuando fui explorando más cosas. Bueno, I think it was a little bit before I got it, like before he fully moved out. I actually bought a ¿cómo se llaman estas cosas? Un vibrador, vibrator.
Okay.
And yo según para esconderlo, para que no me lo viera, lo puse en la canasta, en una canasta de ropa. And so my ex-husband, he was like looking for clothes, I guess.
A certain shirt
and he
that he
found
needed.
And so then
And this was your husband, the prude.
Yeah, so then I came home and then he was like, hey, like he's like, I wasn't looking through your stuff. Like I didn't, I wasn't like, I was going through anything, but I was looking for my shirt, whatever. And he's like, and I saw this thing.
But so he
And
was
I was
cool
like,
about it.
fuck.
He wasn't like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, he was cool about it because ya estábamos como en el proceso de separarnos.
Separándose,
Ya
ya.
él, creo que no sé si ya se había salido de la casa o él estaba por salirse.
Yeah.
Pero sí lo vio y ya me dijo, hey, like I found something. And I was like, oh, yeah, my bad.
But that was
so yeah,
that,
so then
or-
after, huh?
That was that with as far as with what he was concerned, or was he like, what's going on or anything? Or?
No, like he didn't say anything to me. I mean, ¿qué me iba a decir?
Yeah. Yeah, esas alturas.
Pero
esa fue el primero que tuviste, no tuviste uno antes.
No, nunca había tenido uno antes.
really?
No te digo que era bien
Entonces antes cómo le
santa
hacías?
yo.
Puro dedo, ¿o qué?
Pues no le hacía.
You didn't.
No, nada.
You didn't masturbate when you were young?
No.
Wow, that's crazy to me. Just because I think that's like the most natural thing in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't. No, it is. Yeah, no, I didn't. I didn't until me compré ese juguetito. Todavía lo tengo, de hecho.
A ver.
Y ya, entonces I started. Ay, no te lo voy a enseñar. ¿Sí lo quieres ver?
Sure.
No, no es cierto. No te lo voy a enseñar. Está guardado, muy guardadito. But yeah, I started kind of just exploring that and like using it afterwards. And then when I met my ex-boyfriend, he obviously knew that I had that. And so, yes, we did use it a couple times.
Did you ever use it on him?
On him? No, I never used it on him. It was always used on me. Y de hecho, we went to like a store, like a sex store, and we bought a smaller one. Um,
Oh no. This is like freezing at the worst time. Oh, there you go. You were frozen for a bit. I'm like, you're barely getting into the really good stuff.
okay, okay.
You bought a
Te
smaller
digo,
one?
I bought a small one, yeah, and then we bought a butt plug.
Oh wow.
Uh-huh, and then we bought some handcuffs, I think. Yeah, and that's it. And but we use mainly the one. I mean, the el que yo tenía el grandecito, pues es que lo usábamos y el chiquito cuando yo estaba arriba de él. The handcuffs, I think we used them once, but I didn't like them. I was like, nope.
You don't like being tied up and shit like that?
No, I don't. I don't like being like feeling like I'm being restrained. No me gusta.
Mm-hmm.
So never
Wait,
use them again.
so why did you get the smaller one then?
Just to use here and there whenever. Este, Mainly for when, like, cuando yo estaba arriba de él,
Uh-huh.
just like meterlo ahí rapidito y ya.
What? I'm not understanding. So you'd have him inside you and the little thing?
No, not the little thing, but just like on me, like on como pegadito pues a mí.
Like on the clitoris or what?
Ajá.
Like a
Sí,
clip
sí.
vibrator kind of thing?
Yeah, algo
Oh,
así.
okay. Okay. And you'd wear the butt plug while you guys had sex?
No, I never wore that actually. I have never used it.
Oh. So you still have it brand new?
I still have it brand new,
You
yeah.
could like resell it.
Like
Sell it on Facebook Marketplace.
I don't think people are gonna pay that, but yeah, I could. O venderlo por ya ves que hoy en día vendes de todo, hasta tus calcetines sucios.
Oh yeah, dude. Diles que lo usaste even though you haven't, and they'll pay even more for it. People are freaks like that. People everyone's letting their como dicen, their freak flag fly.
Yeah,
These
yeah,
days?
yeah. There's men that buy like all these
Yeah.
weird things.
They're simps. The simps that'll buy stuff and buy different content y los calzones y todo eso, and it's like,
I know, I've seen like even hasta like pubic hair. Like,
oh really?
yeah, like who buys pubic hair?
Wow, that's a little much. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I would buy like underwear or anything, but I can kind of understand that. But the
Uh-huh.
pubic hair, I don't even understand that.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's like I don't know. I think I had seen somewhere where this girl, she went to obviously get waxed, and then she asked for her like wax strips with her hair,
Oh, to sell those?
resell them. Yeah.
Wow. I'm going to do that next time I get waxed.
You get waxed?
Yeah, I get waxed.
Where
I
do you get
haven't in a
waxed?
while because, no one's seen me naked, but yeah.
Pues que te waxeas? What do you wax?
I get
What do you-
the manzillion.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, so it's the crotch, your balls, and then your butthole too.
I
Yeah.
know what a mandolin. Yeah.
Yeah. The first like 4 or 5 times I didn't do the butt, I would always be like, "Oh, I'm fine." And then finally one of the girls like convinced me like the 5th time or so. She's like, "It's included. You're paying for it anyway. Might as well do it."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Okay, fine." And I was like, and I straight up told her I was like, I'm always just nervous about like, what if there's a little dookie stain or like a little piece of toilet paper or something there. Like, obviously I would go after I showered and stuff, but you never know. Una de mala.
Yeah.
But she's
Yeah,
like,
you
"Oh, if she's like, I really doubt it, but if there is, like, it's it wouldn't be the first time." Ya te
Yeah.
ponen ahí. They put you on all fours and.
Of course.
Did you ever get your asshole waxed?
I do. I get a Brazilian.
Yeah.
Pero no, a mí no me ponen en all fours. Yo nada más alzo las piernas.
I wonder why that is. Because they say
sabe?
they say it's like I've had different wax girls do it, and they always do the get on all fours. Maybe it's just easier that way for guys or something. I don't know. Déjate digo. Let me tell you something. The last time I got waxed was almost a year ago. Was in like February. So at that point, I had not had sex since the previous November. So all of November, all of December, January, February. So about 3-4 months. Every time I would go in to get waxed, that you always kind of worry, like, what if I get a boner? or what if this and this, and it had never happened to me before. But this time it did, and I didn't. And the thing is, it happened like I hadn't even noticed it until it was already like I had a big old boner. So she was, they're grabbing your dick and like moving it, holding it to one side to wax, and then they move it to the other, and like I could feel like she was holding it, with like just her thumb and her forefinger at first, while she was waxing, and then I start noticing like I'm feeling like her fingers, like 3 or 4 fingers on it now. I'm like, where is she putting all these fingers? And so I look down, it's because I have a boner. And I was like, oh man, I was like, I'm sorry. She's like, oh, it's fine, it's normal, it happens. And I start getting all leaky, start getting like a little bit of pre-cum, and I'm like, wow, okay. And I'm like, I'm sorry. She's like, it's normal, So then at times she finishes up, and she said it's actually easier that way than when you're, not all stretched out, which makes sense because your skin has to be really nice and taut, and that way it doesn't hurt. They stretch your skin out so it doesn't hurt. And so then the time comes to get my asshole waxed, and she's like, okay, get on all fours. And so she puts the wax strip on my asshole, and the pressure of her hand doing it, dude, I almost blew a load on the table. Like, super close. Started leaking like no other. And it just felt so fucking good, dude. And I'm like, nunca me había pasado, but every other time I was having, regular sex. So, by the time we're finished, like, she's like, okay, we're done. And I'll wait for you up at the front. And, get dressed, take your time. And so I stand up, and there's like a puddle of pre-cum on the floor. So I'm like, fuck, So I'm sitting there trying to clean it up. It was a very confusing wax. I think that's why I haven't gone back, partially, because I'm like, I don't know how I feel about leaving cum everywhere.
Yeah. No, but it's normal. It happens.
Yeah, but that's the story behind.
She was pretty chill about it then.
Yeah, I think they all are. Like unless the guys, I could have made it creepy and been like, check out my boner or something, but.
Yeah.
And I'm sure maybe there's a different, they probably kick you out for that or something, but.
Yeah.
Because like even when you go to massage places, they make you sign a thing that says you're not going to be a creep, so.
Oh my gosh, I don't feel, pero hay muchos de esos lugares aquí en California where you get like massages and then you get your little happy ending.
The rub and tug places, yeah. Yeah, that's what I've heard about other states, but not here. Here it's like, no, sign this paper that you're not even gonna suggest, you're not even gonna hint at a happy ending, or else we'll kick your ass out and call the cops and shit. So it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever get a happy ending massage then?
No. No, imagina. No, gracias. Estoy bien. I've never. No.
You're against it?
No, I'm not against it, but I mean, like, I wouldn't want to go somewhere and get a happy ending. Like, I'd rather just like give myself my happy ending.
Oh, Jesus. That's funny.
Pues es que fíjate cuántos happy endings dan.
Yeah, one after another. Ahí van ya partes de otra persona, ¿no?
¿Qué?
Ahí van ya partes de otra persona. Shit.
¿Mandé?
I said, ahí ya te van a echar partes de otra persona también. When it's one right after another.
Exactly.
Yeah, you might as well be having orgies at that point.
Entonces,
That's what we should
no.
do. We should plan an orgy.
Yeah.
I'm down. But yeah, I think we're about reaching the end of this episode. Have you heard any of the English episodes? I know you've kind of been here and there with the Alta Red, but I'm not sure if you've heard any of the English ones. Like at
The
least
Spanish
a little
one,
bit.
sí. Estos todavía me vas a pegar, pero estos todavía no. Casi.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Pero ya los voy a escuchar.
Oh, there's no rush. I was just asking because I was wondering if you knew how we end these shows. We end these episodes with one final question. When you got married, did you have bridesmaids?
I did.
Yeah. How many?
Actually, I had one.
Just the one? Who's that?
It was my best friend at the time. Yeah.
Do I know her?
Oof, I don't know. No sé, la verdad no creo.
No, she hot.
She worked at Center Partners, but she was over at I think it was Capital One at the time
I was
because
in
it was
Capital One for
T-Mobile.
like a week, and then I went to T-Mobile.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Capital and then T-Mobile y Sony.
Yeah.
But yeah, she worked there for a while.
So you had one, and the thing is, estaba platicando. Remember Jesse Teniente?
Yes, I believe so.
He worked at T-Mobile with us also. He was on the second episode, and we got to talking about his wedding and stuff like that. Y le digo, you get to pick your bridesmaids or your groomsmen. A lo mejor se te hace un poco difícil. Something that you don't get to pick, but is equally, if not more important, is pallbearers. So if you were to die today, who would your pallbearers be?
Uy, no, pues me la pones difícil. Um, I think I would just honestly pick my siblings.
Just your siblings? ¿Cuántos hermanos tienes? You don't have any sisters?
My sister, yeah, I have a sister. We're 14 years apart.
Oh, wow. You're older?
Yeah. Sí, pues entre medio, más o menos, yeah.
How many brothers do you have? I know you have like 10 brothers and they all look the same.
I have my stepbrother or
Half brother or whatever it is. Mm-hmm.
half brother, stepbrother, whatever. I consider him my brother.
Yeah.
Son tres hombres. Después sigo yo. Se me va la voz. Después son otros tres hombres y ya el último es mi hermanita.
Yeah.
Yeah, my parents were like busy.
Yeah, your parents were just getting it on all the time.
They were, yeah, like no tenían televisión o no sé qué, pero pues.
Y eso que son bien persinados. Ahora
Mi mamá,
ahora
espérate.
imagínate si no.
Mi mamá, mi papá es más like more open and more chill.
Yeah.
Ujú.
Más calenturiento.
Bueno, ahí sí no te puedo decir, no he hablado con.
I hope he listens to this also.
I hope they don't. They're gonna be like, oh, Itzel.
Son
Yeah,
cosas
I can imagine
normales. I mean, it's normal stuff that we talked about today. Definitely took a
Yeah.
turn. Vas a ver. Hopefully it's a big hit because it sells. Sex sells. It's crazy. It's crazy the world we live in. But
Yeah.
I mean, it was a good time. Other than that, so would be your pallbearers would be your brothers.
Yeah, my siblings,
Your
my
siblings.
sister for sure, and uno que otro hermano, porque no todos me caen bien.
No. Oh, really? Oh, wow.
No, I'm just kidding. Hay unos con los que, bueno, uno con el que no hablo casi y ya con los otros.
Yeah, but you don't like hate them. It's just you're not really close.
Yeah, I think you know him, Edgar.
I remember the name.
Oh my gosh, you have to remember this.
Is he the one that shot everybody up?
The one at Walmart?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
I'm saying
yeah,
it like he shot a bunch of people, but he shot a gun at Walmart or something, right?
Yeah. I think that's how everybody.
Es la fama.
No, ese no es Osama.
No, I said es la fama.
Es la fama, sí. Yeah, that's how
The
everybody
funny
knows.
thing is when his picture was in the news, everybody thought it was Osama. I remember that. Everybody was like, "Hey," because they all look the same, and it's like, "Oh no, it's his brother."
Yeah. So I mean, yeah.
What was he shooting at?
At this other guy.
They just had beef.
Yeah, they just had beef. They had some issue with a car or something like that, and yo creo que al menso se le hizo like fácil, just to like dispararle en la nalga, porque hasta eso no le disparó bien, le disparó en la nalga.
What was he aiming at? Was he trying to kill him?
I don't think he was trying to kill him. I think it was just more so like scare him or something.
Just shoot at him. Y la tiene en la nalga.
Yeah. Y la tiró en la nalga, yeah, like Addison.
Like the Forrest Gump.
Exactamente.
Oh shit, that's funny.
Exactamente, sí.
Yeah, so that's the one. That I was like, I don't know him, but I remember about him. The only one I know is Osama. So.
No sé, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, te digo, me llevo con todos, casi la mayoría, Solo él que pues ha tomado malas decisiones en su vida y pues ya.
Yeah. So you're like, pues digo, no lo odias, but it's not someone you really hang out with.
Ya, así como que de lejitos te ves más bonito.
¿Le tienes miedo, huh? You're afraid he's gonna shoot you in the ass?
No, así, no, but just like, you know.
You don't want to be around when he shoots someone in the ass.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. I
I'd
know.
rather like, not be near.
Oh jeez. I didn't think I wasn't bringing that up at all today. I didn't know you were cool with like laughing about it because I think it's hilarious.
It's
Oh shit. I think that's it. Itzel, thank you so much for
Ay,
taking
no,
the time
así
to
no se
do
dice mi
this.
nombre.
Itzel, because I thought you were Jewish.
No.
Itzel.
Gracias.
There you go. Itzel. Is there anything else you'd like to say? Some parting words, some advice to people out there? Anything you want to say?
No se casen. Ah, ¿es cierto?
Oh, you're so wise.
No se casen. At least don't get married too young.
Yeah, there you go.
Go and have fun. Go and be a hoe if you want. I don't know. It's just, yeah, definitely don't get married.
Your body,
Yeah.
your choice. Everybody.
Mm-hmm. But no, thank you. It was nice talking to you, and
It was
being
fun.
here.
It's funny because we text a lot, but you hardly ever talk to someone, and like nobody talks on the phone anymore or anything. So it's cool to at least do this. And next time you're in Idaho Falls, we got to hang out too. So
Yeah, because I couldn't hang out with you last time I wanted to.
yeah, which is fine. I kind of figured it might happen. The jet lag is crazy, and you were only here for like 3 days or something. So I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I just went there for the holidays. But I think I will be back in sometime in June. Se gradúa mi hermanita de la high school, so I should
So
be
you'll
back.
be up? Hell yeah, we'll hang out. We'll do the Spanish podcast. You can come into the studio,
Va.
we'll talk about more boner stories.
A ver si te tengo unas.
There we go. Get to work. Get on it. Okay, so we're out of here. That was episode 13. Y I gotta tell you, cuando te ríes,